Reaching out to all the masses on the African continent and in tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, from Monday to Friday. Stay tuned. Andrew Robinson, love, respect, and justice for all. Big up, massive.
Yes, family, karibuni sana once again. Without wasting much of the time, I'm here to wind up with the conversation that I had aligned with you. I'm really sorry. Our first episode, should we call it the first episode, is over. And that is because of our internet. It's really, really down. But we hope we're going to be able to finish up this one without any itches of the connectivity. A quick shout out to Mr. Blackwood Fire. Shout out to Basubi. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. Shout out to also Coswat. Uyo, karibu sana, and to everyone live with me also on these other platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. I was talking about South Africa before all that, and I don't want to go back to that. So in case, for those who shall be catching me the first episode of today's show, I hope you're going to be able to connect the dots and what is happening. Moving on to the next conversation, I want to talk about this guy who has been living in the UK for 42 years, and apparently he has been shocked after the British government told him that he's not and should not consider himself a British man. And they're saying that a retired 74-year-old Ghanaian man who has lived in the UK for nearly 50 years must wait a decade before a home office will let him stay permanently. And Nelson Shadi from Wallasey in Wirral had for many years assumed he was officially seen as a British while he's black. And he only discovered otherwise in 2019. And despite paying taxes all his adult life, now he faces paying thousands of pounds to stay and use the NHS. That is, I think, the National Health Insurance, like what we were just discussing about the UK, because I'm just from talking about that on the previous conversation. They're saying that the UK, which has the state-funded National Health Service, but where people are free to take out medical insurance to receive any treatment they want from private doctors and hospitals, and that is actually what he's looking forward to be benefiting from. And the Home Office declined the comment on ongoing legal case. And I also say that they're saying that retired news agent Mr. Shadi Nelson first came to the UK in 1977 to study accountancy, and on a student visa that also allowed him to work. After a coup in the native Ghana, his family could no longer send him money for the fees, and he took on a series of jobs, making Mother's Pride bread and Kiplang's cake near Southampton, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Bendix chocolate in Winchester. And said no one ever acquired his right to live or work in the UK. He married a British woman and moved to Wallasey to run his own business, a news agent called Nelson's News. And when that marriage ended, he married another British woman, and they had two sons, Jacob and Aaron. And he says, I tried my utmost to educate them the best way I could, so that neither of them, would depend on social or anything. He told his sons to learn hard, get a job, work for themselves, and both went on a university, and then careers as a research scientist and public relation. In simple terms, and all this, he says he also can't afford to pay some of the things. He says, I cannot afford to pay any part of the money they are asking for him to be part, I think, of the NHS, like literally a lot is going on here. I don't want to read the whole article and all, but isn't it crazy? The reason why I brought this up is because our Africans are always shocked, when they're not accepted by our enemies. We're too friendly with them, but they're not friendly with us. When they come here to the continent, we want to be so mzungu mzungu mzungu, but when you go there, they're not going to be calling you an African with any respect. It's calling you monkeys and all sorts of names, and this is quite a shame to see. And it's surprising him because he's been paying taxes, and is not considered as a British person. It is crazy and super sad. But on to the next conversation is what is happening in Gambia, where we have the ex prime minister who has been arrested because he has been actually jailed. Let me share this very quickly. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the Gambia ex-minister who has been jailed for 20 years. And he's actually a former Gambian minister. And he has been jailed because of crimes against humanity. And that is Osman Sonko fled to Switzerland in 2016, shortly before Gambia President Yahya Jammeh, and was forced out of power after refusing to admit he had lost election. His government was accused of numerous rights abuses after non-governmental organization presented evidence of atrocities committed against Mr. Jammeh's political opponents. It's crazy. Well, we're gonna see if he's gonna be. We can say he's been arrested, yes, but is he really going to be facing the consequences fully? Or are we gonna see another, bailing, or someone is gonna save him, or what is gonna be happening? But anyway, karibu sana Keith.
Santi Sana, they're gonna send that Negro back to Ghana. Santi Sana is back to Ghana.
He thought he was Joao Mosquito. Joao Mosquito cannot even dare say he's British.
They're gonna send Jenna Mosquito. The mosquito gonna run his ass back to Ghana.
God damn, it's crazy. And that's why I'm saying that it's crazy to see how Africans are always surprised by these other races when they don't consider them as part of their, tribe or their country.
Yeah, the tribe. Or the tribe, exactly. I'm British. I've been here for 50 years. Not British. You some nigga that came here 50 years ago. We want to get rid of you.
Exactly.
Because you married two white women don't make you British. If you had two half-breed mulattoes, that don't make you British. Get rid of your ass. So yeah, only the Africans like, hey, I love you. Only the Africans do dumb shit like that. I love you, you white man. I love you. But, so shout out to that moron. Good luck to you.
Shout out to them. But anyway, on this other end, I'm talking about the Gambia ex-minister who has been jailed for 20 years. And that is a Swiss court that has actually sentenced him for 20 years in prison for crimes against humanity. And
he hasn't. Okay, so he hasn't been in jail. He just now got sentenced, right?
Exactly.
But the hell's yet? Where's he at? How's the Switzerland tribe? See, I told you, only Africans, if you have no power, see how they try to tell they were going to go at the net Yahoo and Americans. And Americans say, you do, they'll blow your shit up. They'll kill every last one of you. See, only Africans who have no power can now be arrested and go to the criminal court. What the hell does Switzerland got to do with anything in America? I mean Africa. What? Because Switzerland is the seat of the Rothschilds. It's crazy. I'm not going to no Switzerland. I don't care what kind of edict you make. Am I a criminal? Then arrest me in Africa. I'm not going no damn Switzerland. Kiss my ass.
Well, I'm not surprised by this. This always happens every single time, especially it comes to matters of corruption with these ex-leaders. Last week we were actually seeing they were calling him an ex-powerful prime minister. No, I don't know, prime minister or a minister, an ex-MP. I don't know, either a member of the parliament or something of Nigeria, an ex-powerful. It is the powerful for me. He was accused of corruption and stealing money and all that. So it's
Of course.
underline the word powerful, ex-powerful Nigerian prime minister or whoever they called him. It is crazy because all this happens. They have these fake powers which they never actually implemented in first changing some of the rules and laws we have that we have to keep on following, which are so British, not so Africans. Like the young guy was explaining yesterday, most of the laws we have in Africa, they're not even made by
African.
us.
No,
You know,
no, you
they are
see,
made up by
you
white
see,
people.
of course, all of them. I told you that. The system is white. Why would the education is completely white? That's why I said, I got seen the videos I didn't send. A psyops, but you're not even change your educational system. It's to benefit the worst of white people. That's why you
Yeah.
never change it. You know? Ain't no African countries change their education. That's why everybody's all, you love white people who brutalized you, beat, raped you, ripped you, stole land, killed you, genocided you. Then your books will tell you they were missionaries there to help you and love you. Like what? Do you know the British crushed the balls and testicles of Kenyan men? That in your book? Oh, of course not. Your book says the British came to love you and give you civilization. How can a boy like what? What is this garbage? So
It's,
you're right. You're right. So you're right. Just like when we
mhm.
were that's what I was irritated yesterday with all those Negroes with those wigs on. All them Negroes with them goofy wigs.
It is crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, we get to move on to the next conversation as we get to the major conversation, man. My time has been cut short because of our internet.
Your
And
internet went down.
yeah, it's crazy. It's been doing that since yesterday, but I hope we're going to be able to move on with the programs today without any itches. And to the next one is about Kenya, which we seen our, I don't know, Murkomen anakwanga, a Minister of Finance. You don't know. Okay, so we have one of the officials who's working, of course, for Ruto. Let me just call him that. I don't know what he stands for. Ronnie Mboya, maybe you can correct me. Murkomen anakwanga Mr. for. What is he presenting in Kenya? Like, what does he stand for? Like, what is his position? Transport. Okay, Ministry of Transport. Okay. So yesterday he did come up and say that up to 30 billion is needed. 30 billion is needed to rehabilitate critical infrastructures, including roads and bridges destroyed by the raging floods across the country. 30 billion. 30 billion. We asked, remember we had 100 billion, which was taken for us to have motorboats, which we've never seen. We've not seen during floods. People were sleeping on roofs because there were no motorboats to help them. Red Cross could come. Red Cross were coming to rescue people
Yeah.
after 5 days being stuck on the tree.
And
I
all
mean,
that and all that
100.
fake ass Chinese infrastructure that you still owe money for got all tore the hell up. Still owe money on that shit. Why
Where is
don't
our
you? Why
money?
don't you? Why don't you employ
Oh my
your own engineer and your own people and build your own goddamn roads? How about you do that as a
God.
country?
Mhm.
Crazy.
It is crazy. But speaking in Lamu during the assessment of the Gamba section of Lamu Witu Gasen Road, what is even that? Destroyed by roads on Wednesday. Roads and Transport Cabinet Secretary. Yeah, is it Roads and Transport? Yes, thank you, Ronnie. Is a Roads and Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen say that they have completed the assessment and come up with the estimates. And Mr. Murkomen said that his ministry would soon begin discussions with the parliament to allocate the necessary funds. And the CS acknowledges that the floods had caused great economic loss to the country. Wow. What about the lives that were lost? All
What about the
they had to
lives?
do.
What about the lives? What about your response? Where are your EMTs? Where are your firefighters? Where are your damn rescuers? This is the problem with Africa that these despots have not even set up emergency responders. Nowhere in Africa you got this. And it's goddamn 2024. And you tell me, oh, well, they're part of my tribe. Fuck your tribe, moron.
Hmm?
You don't got the necessary systems in place to even call yourself a country. I'm talking about the response. And then again, what about all these houses that are flooded? All that shit's got to be torn down. You can't have people go back in that shit and fall on their damn bodies and kill them. But you don't give a shit. But you don't give a shit because the British set up your system and put you wretched ass niggas in power. Till the people get tired enough and overthrow your wicked ass. Nothing's gonna change. You're gonna have to do a Burkina Faso, a Niger, and a Mali. You're gonna have to overthrow these bastards because their response in Kenya, African people, you deserve better. Till you realize you deserve better, you're gonna get the same shit you've always gotten. You got some goddamn comedian in a fucked up boat trying to save people, and the government's over. Where's your tax dollars at? Until you stop smiling and they give you some dumbass day off. Oh, it's a holiday of the flood. Are you out of your fucking mind? Holiday. You're supposed to want damn repercussions for stuff not getting done and people being killed.
And to know they're not serious, of course, all that money we know it's going to be pocketed. And on this other end, our deputy president, Brigadier Gachagua, is also seeking 1.12 billion to renovate his office. That is in Karen. And
renovated. People just died. This motherfucker's talking about. You sound inappropriate. You sound backward. You sound criminal. This is not the time to be talking about renovating a fucking office when people have been displaced and have nowhere to live. Man, he's going to be taken out and put a bullet in his head. This is absolutely insane. What? Your number one, being a vice president, your number one function, okay, I got to tear down these flooded areas because they're unstable for any human being to live in now. I've got to now address getting finances for a reasonable housing for the displaced, not renovating your goddamn office. This is how criminally insane Africa is. Criminally insane. They don't even fear you. They fuck around in your face.
They are not. But yes,
they know they're ignorant. I can't imagine admit no shit like he just said. Go ahead, office.
They're saying that the office of the deputy president is now seeking 1.12 billion to enable renovations of both East Arambe Annex office and current residents. In the proposal contained in 2024 to 2025 budget estimates, the office of the deputy president defended to intend expenditure, saying the offices were old and depleted.
Oh, is that but people living in them fucked up slums, this shit is dilapidated and waterlogged. So is the priority to give a damn about you renovating your office, or should it be to the people who've been displaced? What are the priorities?
The office, the office of mine, they need to be renovated since
But this is the moron that talks that Jesus shit to you idiots. I pray for you.
His wife is a pastor. What
Jesus.
His wife is a pastor.
know.
His wife is the one that actually, one of the people that were leading Benny Hinn when he came to Kenya.
Yeah.
One of the people that have been leading the biggest crusades that have been held right here in Kenya. He's also among the people that are called the Zambia, Zimbabwe or Zambia prophet, to come and pray for the places that were flooded. They were pouring anointing.
All your goofy prayers, and this moron talking about giving money back to him to renovate an office instead of helping the displaced. That's to be the problem. Well, I told you your religion is a scam, and they know you're morons. Your religion is a scam. They play with you in front of your face. And until you get tired, really get tired, and have, passion overthrow these bastards? Because your corruption is not even, Kenya's beyond corruption. It's beyond corrupt now. It's criminal. Criminal corruption. And this moron would have the audacity to fix his mouth to talk about a renovating of his damn office when people have been displaced and killed in floods. You out of your fucking mind?
It is
And then bring
crazy.
you. Well, I prayed for Jesus, and the Lord said I should get a renovated office. And my wife's a pastor. You'd be like, you all flooded since your mind's all fucked up with this goofy religion. You say, yes, Jesus is supposed to get him a renovated office. I'm supposed to
You
stay all flooded
you
and fucked up.
you hold on, Keith, and pray, and the kingdom of heaven is gonna, cry those tears as you see the kingdom of heaven hold. Keep on giving the tithe. The kingdom of heaven is being built. Keep on praying. Happy are the poor, for the kingdom of
That's
heaven
right.
belongs to them.
That's right. That's right. That's what they get you. Happy are the poor. Happy are the poor. You out of your fucking mind with that nonsense.
I'm not happy when I'm poor. Who is even happy
Yeah.
when they're staying in poverty?
That's
You know how stressful
that's
it is when you don't even have money in your account.
that's
What do
right,
you
Joey. That's right. Because it's bullshit. It's mind control that they gave black people nonsense. They still carry this idiotic shit in their head. Happy the poor ain't happy. The poor all fucked up. Think I'm happy to be poor and displaced and fucking living in the slums? Am I happy or the
exactly?
poor? What kind of
Shout out to the
moronic ass shit is that?
Christians. But on this other end, which is our major conversation of the day, is about the U.S. ambassador who goes by the name Whitman, and she has called out actually on our President William Ruto, who she says that he needs to create job opportunity first before increasing taxes. Because yesterday, President William Ruto said that
I've
his
been
aim
told
by
y'all
the end
that.
of the term,
I,
he says
I've been
his
said
aim by
that.
the end of the term is to increase taxes from 14% to 22%. And that was
Wow.
actually yesterday.
That's a hell of a crease. It's an understanding family.
Mhm.
See, Kenya's a criminal it's a criminal racket family. He's trying to get taxes from people that don't have no jobs. And
Yep.
then the tax base is so high that industry won't come in because they refuse to pay these high taxes. So it's a perpetual state of poverty and debt. He hasn't created shit, and that's all. See, he's indicative of each moron that sits in an African presidency. They're all morons on purpose. They do not know how to. What business has this nigga ever ran? None.
None.
Everything he was given to by the British. None of these niggas have ever run any real business. None of them. They're
This
all
guy,
criminals. Go
you
ahead,
see, the
Joby.
cabinet secretary is speaking. He chose someone to go present him. I think it was on DRC Congo matters, something to do with DRC Congo. And this guy, when they were checking on his papers, he's a class 8 dropout, has worked on nothing but a petrol station. He worked on a petrol station. That is the only experience of work he has. And now his
I
net
drop
worth
out.
his net worth is 19 million. What has he done
Right?
from a class 8
He,
dropout?
he been stealing money from the government. None of these morons, Joby. That's why Africa doesn't work. It's supposed to not work. Because all these idiots have been given positions and money. That's why shit don't work in Africa. That's why it's corrupt in Africa. It's all on purpose. Some moron worth 19. Where did he get the $19 million? He's a moron. He was stealing from the Kenyan government. Of course. Of course. Didn't
It
build
is.
shit, didn't create shit, didn't invent shit, but he's worth $19 million. Didn't
Yep.
graduate from nowhere, but he's worth 19 million. Understand, family. That's not Kenya. That's Nigeria. That's Ghana. That's all of them. They, that's why shit don't
It's an
work right.
Africa problem. But
Everybody
yesterday,
don't, exactly.
Whitman speaking on our, of course,
I love food.
consistent. Keeping the tax the same for 3, 4, or 5 years, because businesses are making investments with a return horizon. And she also says that you don't expect that you are going to make your money back in a year, but 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, so that tax consistency is just equally important. Addressing methods of increasing taxes, Whitman advocated for expanding the tax base through job creation rather than raising tax.
Yeah, you gotta have. That's why I told Demore, when you raise taxes and all these fees, you destroy job growth. You morons, you criminal morons. They don't understand how economics even works. They're so fucking stupid. When you raise taxes, you stop job creation. And all these crazy fees you put on businesses. I gotta have a license for this. I gotta do this. You destroy job growth. So now you even lower your tax base. You idiots. You've stolen so much money, and you gotta get that money back. You're what master the IMF because you've stolen so much damn money. So in your short-sightedness, because you're a moron, you figure raising taxes is going to replace the money that you're stolen. Actually, you destroy your economy, you idiot. You slow down the growth of it because you now stop job creation, which actually, like the white woman's right, which actually builds your tax base, you idiot. But you know your people are ignorant. They don't know nothing about this. They're too busy in school learning about the Bible. They don't know how shit works.
It's crazy. But she also says that there are two ways to increase taxes and also expanding the tax bases, which is number one, which is the number of people being taxed, and that's why jobs are so important.
Exactly.
Good paying jobs with paycheck and some benefits. She also adds that when more people have a steady income, they can pay taxes, so you can expand the number of people and not just go for the same people. On Thursday, President William Ruto defended the government's plan to levy additional taxes on Kenyans, stating that it is part of a broader strategy to enhance the country's revenue and reduce reliance.
That's how crazy as shit. You're not reducing anything because you've always been stealing money. The country's corrupt as fuck. The money that you take from the IMF World Bank doesn't reach the people whatsoever. So where's the money going? So that's a lie. He's talking about, they're doing that to try to pay for the taxes. I mean, pay for the extra loans that you've taken. You just took some more loans. So you took some more loans to pay off loans that you didn't pay off. That don't make any damn sense.
It doesn't. It's crazy.
So now, and you haven't created any jobs because you're an idiot. You're supposed not to create jobs.
The call is upon our people, man. We need to stop. Like what the young guy said yesterday. When you look at TikTok, the way it was first, presented to people, it was all about jokers. And apparently, somehow we still have the jokers who are stuck there, and we also have truth tellers.
That truth tellers on that shit now.
Yeah, majority. I'd say majority. We do have truth tellers, and this is why we see. TikTok being pushed to be banned and all that, but we still also
why they not banning Instagram? Instagram is like Instagram is why not banning Instagram? Because nobody gives a shit about that shit.
Instagram is really very monetized more than it's really monitored, so not monetized, but very monitored more than TikTok.
Of course.
Right now they've gotten we do have truth tellers on Instagram. I'm not gonna cap because personally there's a couple of pages I've followed and it's nothing but the truth. But I feel like they have not really recognized that people are now shifting also information from TikTok, bringing it also to Instagram right now. Because now we have people reposting information from TikTok to Instagram. So if in case you're not logged in on TikTok, you'll find some of the things on Instagram Reels as well. That is on the Reels, the videos somehow. But anyway, as we come to the end of today's conversation, what I'm going to say again, the call is upon our people. We need to put what the guy said. We need to put down all these challenges of bullshit we're doing. Go do research. Once you actually find something and you feel you're curious about it, go do much research about it. If you find a word which is disturbing, you don't understand, go do research about it. Stop just paying attention to what the government is telling you, and that's what you're feeding. And this is why you see we stuck again for the longest time, because we've been accepting what we've been told. We're not challenging, asking questions. We're not asking, you took 100 billion for motorboats, so why are you taking 30 billion, to fix floods, while you didn't even get motorboats for 100 billion that you took? Such kind of
there you go. Those questions have got to be asked. Exactly right, Joby. Those questions got to be pressed to the government. No more ignorance that the government and politics is not my business. It's your goddamn business from the day you're born.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you flooded out and nobody responded, because you didn't know anything about politics. But you want to tell me about some Allah and some Jesus nonsense. If you ain't told me why you haven't had any public official responsible for that response, because you were told nonsense as a child. Oh, I'm not supposed to know about politics, moron. That's why you died in the flood. That's why you died in the goddamn flood.
Yeah, we need to start asking questions. You need to ask Rigathi Gachagua, why is it that you need a whole billion to renovate your residency? Why can't we deal with Kibera first while we're talking about housing levy? Who are these houses being built for? Can we first clear the trash we have in Kibera? And why is it that people are we have lands being grabbed? Those who have literally owned their lands rightfully, built their homes, stayed there for over 10 decades, raised their families over there. But there's nothing being done about Kibera, where these people can be set aside, and then we have houses being built before you think about your office and your residential home. It's crazy.
That was got to be told, Joe, but the priorities. What are the priorities of the country? The people come first before some goofy ass vice president and his fucked up office. Priorities. People come first.
There's too much fear in in the African continent, like what the guy was saying again yesterday.
He's right. Brother Boy told you that too. I give credit to song that Africans are taught to be fearful of it. That's your goofy religions again. Fear God, fear everything, don't question. God damn it. You're supposed to question everything and not fear nothing.
Period.
What you talking about? You're a grown ass man running around here being afraid of shit. Get your head out your ass. Being a coward. That's why I said African men, you're cowards. You're not supposed to be shit as a grown man.
Period. And we've gone through so much as African people historically and day to day. We've gone through a lot to even say you're scared of anything. I picked that from yesterday. There was this lady was being asked, what are you scared of mostly in life? And she said nothing. And I really took that with a very high note, because most of us would be questioned, what are you scared of? You're like, I fear snakes, I fear heights, I fear poverty, I fear this. But actually, if you try look at how we've overcome a lot and what we keep on going through every single day as African people globally, you should be scared of nothing. You should actually be fearless,
Exactly.
If it's death, threats, you get them. If it's actually death, you as an African person, you've been trying to be killed every single day. It's just that you don't know, And when I say
exactly, you don't know. Exactly.
Kenya has received 250,000 self-injectable contraceptives in support of modern family planning. So they're trying to kill you in every way. So be careful again. Pick information correctly. Stop arguing stupidly, because we have people just like arguing stupidly. Pick information correctly, do your own research, ask questions. The masses, we need the masses. You need to be educating. If you ask God actually as a man, what is the sister supposed to do once you as a brother, you can't actually even defend them, So let us move with courage.
When you stay in fear, exactly right. When you stay in fear, nothing changes. Your situation, your circumstances never changes when you live in fear.
And that's why we have generations full of nothing but just the same mindset of, because the people who are leading you from the beginning, from your parents to your brothers to your sister, is the same mindset of, oh, you can't do this, you can't. No, you can. Okay. And that is what Gachagua, Ruto, they don't want you to understand. But anyway, we're coming to the end of
that's what Burkina Faso, Mali, and Nigeria shows you that you can. When you don't
Yeah.
give a damn about fear, and they showed you we don't care. We died, we died. They told you when McKinney bought them, they told you we died, we died. Fuck it. If the life is so bad, we're already dead.
But
We're
even
already
Dr.
messed up.
Arikana being a woman, she's saying it. We're here
Yeah.
fearlessly. We're here to stand with you. Like, I just love Dr. Arikana's passion. Oh my God. If I get such kind of people, you're my friends forever. Like, I just want such kind of energy. People understand what is going on. No time for prayers and bullshit here. Zakayo, Ronnie says Zakayo. Ronnie also says 22% of, that is Ruto Manzali. Say matter if you call him Zakayo, it's just a name. He doesn't care if you call him he's stealing money he said it's just a name. And Ronnie Boya says 22% plus the catering levy. So VAT will be at 24. God damn. So meaning even tokens, as much as right now tokens are literally very low, they're about to increase very high. Most of the things we can see they're being a little bit subsidized, but I'm certain they're going to skyrocket crazy, like so crazy. And I also see you saying, and that's just the VAT. They still tax your salary, manze, and will even deduct your salary by mass for those who actually have their salaries passing through KRA or whatever, the system. Apondo housing living at Olewa. It is so crazy. But anyway, family, have an amazing day. See you guys later on the Black Kings Frequency. Come back on the network. Remember, if in case you don't have the application of Black Hot Fire, ensure you download. Tomorrow, Ronnie, we shall be having the conversations that Keith promised. So I hope you have the app with you, or I hope you are subscribed to YouTube, because we shall be on YouTube for a while, and then we shall go to the network. Yeah, but I'll be, of course, on TikTok also to guide you. So in case you shall have any troubles, I'll be right here to guide you. But shout out to Jiba Jaba. He says hi to me and to Keith as well. Says great motivation.
What's going on, Jiba?
Yeah, shout out to John Mosquito who just joined.
I am happy though. The youth of Africa do make me happy. They see us now, don't have as much fear. There's a slow waking up happening. So they do make me happy that, the fear. Listen, once you get past the fear, you get change. Once you get past your fear and unite, because you are the number.
That is true. I agree with Keith very well, because personally, I've grown up. I'll give an example with my dad as I wind up. My dad was that person who projected fear a lot to me. Like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you're destroying my name. I'm like, who are you? It get to a point when I started to realize this guy always makes things all about himself. I'm like, who are you? Why can't I? You've had your whole life.
Exactly. Here's your name. Your name is that name is your name too. So fuck you.
I want to make my own decisions. And the moment I snapped and literally made an act fearlessly and moved, he couldn't believe it, because I got lost for like a year, came back again. Now you can't see me again. That's what's up. You can't see me because he thought I'm gonna be, always begging. Right now, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. That's what fear does. Once you get rid of fear, you actually meet again amazing people. You meet greater things that are meant for you. Because if you remain stuck in one place, you're denying yourself the world and the opportunities that are waiting. That is
that's a good example. But you got to give, like you, Joe, you was able to overcome the fear. You got to overcome that fear.
Exactly. That's what I did. I was like, nah, I'm tired. This guy's always beating me, always telling me what to do, always abusing me, seeing the shit out of me. Who are you? Do you know how shitty you are, you yourself? I can't even describe, because I'm going to embarrass you in front of people. You don't take care of your family correctly. You don't do nothing for me, and you what? Nah, I'm gone to find my life. And that's what's up. Fuck me now, That's how it's supposed to do. Move fear.
That's it. Fear. Yeah, you got. Some people can't get out that fear, but shout out to you. You got to get past that fear, and everything opens up for you.
Period. You can see me. He can't. He won't. They're all looking for me. They can't see me, and that's what's happening. But anyway,
you just talked to him, Joey, like 3 weeks ago. They see you shit.
Yeah, I was just like, my feelings, and I was like, let me check if this guy is still alive, or if he's.
That's good, Joey. What you doing? You don't hold the animosity because that hurts you. You always forgive, You just know, you always you forgive. That's who he is, and you accept that. Don't take on that anger towards you. You forgive him. Say, hey, but hey, that's that motherfucker. He fucked up. You forgive him. You don't keep that in you. Because not forgiving hurts you. You always forgive people, but you
I did.
ain't got to be around them. But you forgive them. Hey, you fucked
I,
up.
I did, and
Yeah.
I don't hate him, but I don't want anything to do
No.
with him. That's what's up.
There you go. That's what you
Stay
do.
there. I'm good in my zone. You stay in your zone. Keep on praying to Jesus. Up, continue healing AIDS because he told me heal AIDS. Continue healing AIDS and all that nonsense you do. But I see. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for the compliments. John Mosquito says you gotta get past you got to get past Joby's dad. I know. And he also says, Joby, are there any nice stories of your dad? Apparently, no. Apparently, only one time he taught me to cook ugali. The first time I was left with him,
Okay.
and he taught me how to cook ugali. He told me what you have to do to ensure ugali meiva is you slap it on the wall. If it falls, it's not. Yeah, if it falls, it meiva. If it sticks, it's not well cooked. Yeah, if it falls, it's well cooked. If it sticks, it's not well cooked.
I'm not eating shit you didn't throw against the wall. You're out of your mind.
You don't take the whole ugali. You do that. You just take a piece. Like
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have stuff.
And you're not fucking up my walls by throwing no damn ugali on it. Fuck out of here.
I come to Florida. Get ready. On
You
that
ain't
kitchen,
you ain't fucking my walls up.
you're not gonna be around to know. So don't worry, we're gonna clean.
But
I'm gonna.
okay, as long as you clean the walls, I don't care. I good. I'm not cleaning shit.
Much love, family.
Much love,
Have an
guys.
amazing day. See you guys later, and thank you so much for tuning.
Look on the gully side. Do you see anything to smile about? Look at that hungry child. Do you see anything to smile about? Look at the school girl, you never forget their education. Do you see anything to smile about?
Yeah, we took us right back to Jamaica.